Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, turn off my notifications. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I see those hearts flying. Thank you so much. We'll wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we'll start the Diava Smackdown song. Hey, hey, Tara, welcome. Hello, everybody. You guys are just smashing it out. Thank you. I have a bunch of backgrounds today. I do. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. All right, let's go to the Diava Smackdown song. Let's go. She signs on every day at 4, waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit them with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With Magus in the corner, looking kinda small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. That's for you MAGA men. The most he-emotional creatures that have ever walked this planet are Trump voting men. My God. They are he-emotional. George is like, I'm too valuable to come up and talk to you. Oh my God, George. Next time, just say, you're scared of me. It's so much easier and a lot less characters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, just keep tapping the screen. Men are too emotional. They're not fit to lead. They should not be allowed to hold any more leadership positions. Got my shirt on, y'all. It says, democracy is dying. But hey, nice fireworks.
Hey, nice fireworks. Fuck that shit. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you are a traitor to this nation and you voted for Donald J. Trump, hit the guest request. We know you're in here, all you little traitors. The problem with Trump voters is that you guys have the inability to call out your government when they're doing something wrong. You have the inability to call out when this country is doing things wrong. You stand behind the hate and the illegality and the hunting down of humans. It shouldn't be like this. If you're not outraged at what's happening, you don't love this country. You're not paying attention. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Hello, everybody. Thank you for all the gifts. Oh, I love it, Tammy. Texas Honeybee, you know better. You're just a racist, like I said from the very beginning. We tried to help you. You said you came to some, conclusion that you were, changed your mind and all of that. And then you went and voted for Trump anyway. Oh, what a hot dog. Making fun of them hunting down people, hunting brown people in the streets like fucking dogs, throwing them in the concentration camps. And you guys are like, I'm out by the lake enjoying my barbecue. If you're celebrating freedom when not everyone has freedom, then you're not celebrating freedom. You're celebrating privilege. Voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. See, like this disgusting guy, Jeff. Ice, ice, baby alligators. Filth. Filth. Ruby, thank you for subscribing. You can just see all that, you can just see and hear the absolute demonic voices. This person has God, family, and nation in their bio as they're like, let freedom ring, as people are being hunted down. God doesn't like you. God doesn't like ugly. Fucking disgusting filth. Absolute trash humans. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Unless everyone has freedom, no one has freedom. There's nothing to celebrate today. Liam, I know you're MAGA, but you're also loathsome. I'll entertain Liam for just about a half a second. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Happy 4th of July.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
44, California. Happy 4th of July.
There's nothing happy about it.
For you, maybe.
If you like human beings being hunted in the streets and thrown into concentration camps, you would be a good little schnauzy, but we don't do that in this country. So if you're down with this, you're just sick.
So for mothers and fathers whose sons and daughters have served this country, they came back from war.
And
this is not a celebration.
This is not Veterans Day. This is not Memorial Day. This is not any of those things. Do you know what today was, Liam?
Never said anything.
Did you know what today is, Liam? This is what it was today. The Declaration of Independence of grievances against King George III. Let me see if it sounds familiar. For cutting off trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury, and for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses. Exactly what the Trump administration is doing by sending people to El Salvador, sending people to Sudan, sending people out of this country without due process, okay? Imposing taxes on us without our consent, depriving people of due process, cutting off trades with all different parts of the world. This is what America was founded on to get away from King George. That's why we say no kings. No kings. This is what we're getting away from. And that's exactly what you guys are fucking cheering on. You're hypocrites, you're anti-American, and you're disgusting.
So.
Oh, facts are fucking stubborn, aren't they?
No, I'm just letting you have your moment. This is your live. You're the host. Okay, so you're for democracy, right?
Liam, I'm about to drop you because I hate you. So get to your point.
And do you hate me? Do you have children? You teach your children to hate others?
No, absolutely not.
Then there's an error.
But I hate you, and I hate MAGA, and I hate people who voted for Donald Trump.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Oh, good. You're that chap. This is the person you follow.
Yes.
I hope that's the last thing you say to me. You drop me. That you hated me. That's good.
I hate everything you stand for. I hate everything you voted for. I hate everything about you.
So I'm a husband of one wife, an adopted child, and two children.
What do you want, a fucking cookie?
I've only had one wife, and I'm not cheated on.
You want a cookie?
Do you hate me for all of that too?
You want a cookie for doing the bare minimum as a man?
I'm asking you if you hate me for all of that.
You want a cookie for being the bare minimum for not cheating on your wife and adopting somebody. Who the fuck cares?
I stand for adoption. I stand for protecting my wife. And now you're muting me.
Protecting it I'm not muting it from anybody. I'm not muting you. It's my mods.
You're looking like an asshole. And then you start muting me.
Why? Why? Are your fifis hurt? We're not. This isn't a debate. You're not debating shit. You're just telling me what a good man you are because you didn't cheat on your wife.
Yeah, but everything else you stand for is against America and the Constitution and what it stands for.
And what this whole country was founded on to begin with.
We live in a democracy. That's what you guys scream. Democracy gives the power to the voters.
Is a democracy a man writing orders without congressional approval? Is a democracy a man going after legal immigrants in this country and trying to put them in cages surrounded by alligators? Is democracy sending people from this country to other countries so he can try to avoid the bad things that are happening to them? That's democracy.
This is not democracy.
You guys are so
democracy, sir. That is
propaganda.
What did we say that was wrong? What about that was wrong?
That American citizens are being deported out of this country.
They are.
That's actually true.
I love it. It's so great.
That is actually true. There's many
Happy big beautiful Bill 4th of July, people, in your face. Shove it directly in your face.
You're the one that's
losing.
Now you're the one losing the argument.
Crash out time. Crash out time.
Let me tell you what July 4th is. July 4th was a great day for a bunch of white men.
Correct.
That is what July 4th was great for. Sir, the holiday that should be celebrated in this country as a true independence would be actually July 9th, 1960 or 1868. That was the day the 14th Amendment was ratified, and we finally recognized all persons and not just white males. That was the start of true independence and what we have grown to today in this country. You want to destroy that. What you stand for wants to destroy that.
All the caucasity. Headley, what do you did you vote for Trump?
No.
Oh, I'm just looking for Donald. I'm just looking. Oops, wait a minute. Sorry. I'm only looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. From 4 to 6 p.m., I take just Trump voters, and then from 6 to 7 Eastern, I take everybody. So please only hit the guest request to come up if you voted for Donald Trump, please. Oh, and the other person in the box left. Okay. And yes, they have deported U.S. citizens. The problem, Val, is that Fox News and the people who cover, like who give them their news, they do not tell them the truth about what's going on.
No, they don't.
They don't tell them the truth. I kid you not. I was out here I was doing my live yesterday, and I was talking about how the big beautiful bill passing people were gonna unalive, and the hospitals were gonna close, and all this stuff was gonna happen. And my husband, my estranged husband, the kid's dad, he told Ava, he goes, "Your mom has lost her. She's gone batshit crazy."
We're not crazy. These are real things that are going to happen in these countries.
Because all he watches is Fox News. So they do not understand what's happening. And they think we're lying or that we are just going crazy.
I mean, you can say we're crazy except for one thing. For 4 years, for me personally, for over a year,
it's true.
We've told you exactly what was going to happen when this man's got in office, and we have not missed a single thing.
Not a one.
He has done everything we said he was going to do, and it has all harmed the U.S. to this point. Every bit of it. We've lost our standing in the world. We're losing value in our dollar, value in our stocks, value in
the stock market's going up stupid.
No, sir. The stock market's still high.
You're a piece of shit.
You're not going the right direction.
I haven't even.
You're American. You need to go away. Get out the country.
No, only people that aren't American.
Get out the country, faggot.
People that aren't American.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, the only people that aren't American are people like you that continue to spread that kind of hate.
Correct.
Stock market is on fire.
Buck, did you vote? Hold on. Did you vote for Trump?
Sure I did.
How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
53, Louisiana.
And how's the stock market on fire?
He just either got clapped or I didn't drop him. I have no idea.
Yeah, I really want to know how the stock market's on fire. It still hasn't recovered.
It's on fire, Val. Even though it's a dumpster fire, it's on fire.
Oh, and sir, I want to also keep in mind, even though it's probably about 1,000 points away from recovery, we'll wait and see what happens after the big beautiful bill takes effect and some of these taxes take effect, because there's going to be a little bump and then there's going to be a big fall. And as this happens, and this is what every economist is predicting, and as this happen, I want you to remember something. Y'all have been claiming the stock market is on fire for 5 months now, and for 5 months since it dropped, it still has not recovered to the amount as when Joe Biden took office.
Correct. And the people that lost money, in their 401ks, they're not going to get it back as quickly as they lost it.
You don't get it back until it recovers. And
exactly.
At that point, you've lost it. 6, 7, 8, 9. How long is this going to take?
Right.
6, 7, 8, 9 months of interest that you could have gained if it was in its standard trajectory. That's what y'all don't get.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. They're just delusional, Val, and it's really because I see it in my own family. I see it in. They legit don't know what's going on. And when you just tell them the big beautiful bill is not, I said, Caroline, goes on TV every day and is like, this is the most wonderful, beautiful bill, and it's going to have an economic boom and launch us into the golden age and all of this stuff, and it's not going to add to the deficit at all. And says it day after day after day.
You're right. The stocks don't gain interest. They gain capital gains. It's called capital gains. But there is no capital gain on money that you lost. The stock market hasn't recovered the gain from, what was it, July, end of July, going into February. It hasn't recovered from that. Until it recovers from that, there is no capital gain for anybody with 401ks. They're just getting back to even. That is 6 months, 5 to 6 months without growth.
I mean, they just flat out lied. Caroline, KKK Caroline, she's just lying every day. They're like, we're not cutting Medicaid. We're not. It's just a lie. It's just a fucking lie. And then when you tell them, and we have these conversations with MAGA, they're like, it's only for illegal immigrants. No. Illegal immigrants don't get benefits. They don't get Medicaid. It's not, I mean, it's just insane. And then they come up, every one of them come up and spews the same thing. We're only going after waste, fraud, and abuse from the illegal immigrants that Joe Biden let into the country. Except for they don't get any of those benefits. It's just they are fucking lying to their face. And they believe it. And call us nuts when we actually read the bill and listen to the CBO and listen to the experts that say what's going to happen, and we're suddenly crazy. We're living in fucking upside down world. I don't know what's happening. Spangler, did you vote for Trump?
No, but thank you for supporting immigrants, Diana.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
That's okay. I always support immigrants. I say we keep every single immigrant in this country and allow any amount that wants to come in, and we deport all the Trump voters. I'm so down with that. I would much rather live next to an immigrant, which I actually do. My next door neighbors to this side, between my parents' house and mine, are right there. I wave and we say stuff, but they don't speak any English at all. And that's fine. They mow my grass whenever they mow their grass, they mow my side of the grass. They're the nicest people, the best neighbors. I would live with that next to them, a whole neighborhood of those, as opposed to one fucking MAGA. I have a whole bunch of this is how I feel. What about you, Val? Look at the chain. I do not feel like I did in 2016. I feel like I did when the plane struck the second tower and we all realized what was happening.
Yeah, that's actually really, really true.
That's what it feels like. Like I was trying to figure out, it's not worse than after the election. It's like literally after the second plane hit the second building and when you realize what was happening. That's exactly what it feels like right now. I just thought it was a best explanation of how this moment feels. Oh, did you hear? Oh my God. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Guess what he announced last night? That for the America's 250th birthday, we're going to host a UFC fight at the White House lawn.
Oh my.
So it's going to go from a Tesla dealership to a UFC fighting. Yes, it's real. He said it in his rally last night. Why is the sitting president still doing fucking rallies? Why is he doing rallies? Why is he doing rallies? He's already won. Oh my God, this is so pathetic. Yes, and it will be great. Who is the delusional fuck who just actually came in and wrote that? Please, for the love of all that's holy, get up here. Please, honest to God. You must explain. He has my vote. These people are crazy. Oh my God.
Thanks for asking all, but yeah, I'm just outside of the flood zone that's happening right now.
I've invited these Trumpers up, and that's how you know they're bots, because they're like, yeah, that's my president. Yep, that's what I voted for, but they won't come up and say it with their whole chest. You're just fucking cowards. Or you're bots. Say hi to Vladimir. What are your thoughts on no tax on tips? No Yeah. Why don't you come up and ask me and we'll talk about it? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, the no tax on taps and overtime, that's freaking hilarious.
No, I'm not saying it. We're here for conversations. I'm not talking to the comment section. You come up and talk. You come up onto the panel to talk if you have a question. Golf King, why don't you come up here and shut me up? You coward. Do you think the big beautiful bill is helpful? Golf King, don't even ask him to come up anymore. I just blocked him. He just comes in every day to come in and just to tell me how stupid I am. It's so dumb. Derek, did you vote for Trump?
I did not vote for Trump. I voted for Kamala.
Oh, awesome.
But
I'm so sorry. I only bring up Trump voters for the first 2 hours from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's Trump voters only. From 6 to 7 Eastern, it's for Harris and everybody else. I hope you understand. I just have a protocol I have to follow every day. Because if I just let every friendly come up to say something, then it becomes an echo chamber. I hope you understand. Laura, did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm in California and I'm 34 years old.
Are you still supporting him?
Yeah.
Are you Latina?
I have money, so the government doesn't really affect me. I'm Latino. I'm an immigrant, born in Mexico.
Well, you're a special kind of stupid then, aren't you?
What time is it? What time is it in California right now?
Not really, because I'm making millions.
What time is it in California, man?
I'm really not stupid.
What time is it in California?
It's 1:36 p.m.
Money won't save you. You know that, right?
No. What's your point? Save me from what exactly?
Being deported.
Oh, I have papers. I'm legal.
So does all the people that they're picking up at their courthouses at their hearings. They're all legal too.
Well, I guess I'll just practice in Mexico then. Money doesn't affect me wherever I go. I have a career and I have money and businesses.
So you're just a selfish piece of shit.
She's a ladder puller and
Fucking disgusting.
I'm kidding. I did not vote for that piece of shit.
because you were about to get lit up.
I was in the middle of dropping her. But that is the mentality. That is the mentality. They're like, oh, I got money. She had me. She got me. Because there are Latinos for Trump. That's not unbelievable. you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up.
I'll take it. It was a good one.
She got me. Yeah, she had me. W's, she got me. I was just like, oh, you are a piece of shit. Sorry, buddy. All right, Nunya, I've invited you up, and you're just like, I love Trump. He's the best. I invite you up, and you don't ever come up. So you're getting a mute. Get out of here. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Derek, I said, he says, you don't want to hear from your own side. There are some issues. I said from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, I bring up Trump voters. From 6 to 7 p.m., I bring up anyone, including Harris voters. Has nothing to do with me having issues. It's my format, and I ask people to respect my boundaries. That's all. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Trump is undefeated, except for when he got defeated. The only two people that Trump has ever beat are women.
Hold on a minute. Actually, Trump is undefeated? What the hell? He's
a 34th count felony. He's been adjudicated for sexual abuse. Like, okay. Gross. Did you vote for Trump?
Of course, I voted for the big, beautiful.
How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
25, Ohio.
What's your favorite part of the big, beautiful bill?
I like the tax cuts.
For who?
For the billionaires. I feel like
anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else of value, of substance? I mean, it's just stupid. You mean like the billionaires? Like the fucking billionaires? Fucking idiot.
Billionaires make jobs.
Sir,
no, they don't. They exploit labor.
I have not read the bill.
Nah, I mean...
You haven't. Just say it. I have not read the bill.
I read it as much as the Dems who couldn't stop the bill getting passed.
Okay, what section?
Okay, what time is it in Ohio right now?
What?
Yeah. That accent's not Ohio.
1 o'clock. Oh my God.
25. His frontal lobe just finished developing, and he's not using it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh, it's thundering.
Yeah, we've got big rain here.
Yeah, we got big rain here. Or we're going to have big rain. It has a chance of turning into a tropical depression, so it should be super fun.
Oh, no.
But we won't know because NOAA in the satellite that gives the imagery that is the most accurate for hurricane prediction was shut off on June 30th. And we're not going to be utilizing that anymore. So us sitting ducks here in Florida aren't going to know when it's a really bad storm that's going to hit us.
Oh, I'm sure alligator Alcatraz. I wish, you know what, we need to quit calling it alligator Alcatraz. We need to call it what it is.
It's alligator Auschwitz.
Yeah, it's alligator Auschwitz.
Oh, and look at this, Val. Oh, you want to talk about history repeating? Well, you got to see this. Oh, it's so gross. Hold on, where is it? A female Auschwitz guard laughing while at a resort for Auschwitz personnel. Christy Nome laughing while at our modern Auschwitz. Given the same fucking energy, isn't it?
No, it is. Wow.
Isn't that fucking gross? I mean, they're cheering this on like, yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, can't wait for the Nuremberg trials. They're gonna be lit. Turns out we've got a lot of really, really bad people in this country, and almost none of them are undocumented immigrants.
Okay, I'm going to have to drop for a little bit. I'm going shopping with the wife.
Okay. Thank you, Val. Have fun.
I'm going to do it before the rain gets too bad.
I hear ya.
Bye, Roy.
Bye, honey. Buy me something delicious. Buy me a cheesecake. Gabe, how did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump.
Huh?
I did vote for Trump.
How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
I'm 18 and I'm in California.
Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do. I have a question for you. What are your thoughts on no tax on overtime, tips, and senior tax relief?
There is no tax on Social Security. That was a bold-faced lie, and I actually got the email from the Social Security Administration today, touting this lie. He's literally using our official government agencies to spread his propaganda.
I'm looking at the big news right now.
Social Security is not in there. It is not.
Also says that
They can certain people certain people can get a $6,000 deduction, but it's still they're still getting taxed on their Social Security.
Okay. Also, what are your thoughts on $100 billion invested into 1 million new jobs and about 300,000 in house units? What about that too?
I don't give a fuck. Because the people that are going to die because they lose their health insurance, the people that are going to not be able to eat, the amount of children that are going to go hungry, I don't give a fuck. So why don't you get out of mommy's basement and come into reality? Are you reading that from the bill, or is that Chat GPT?
I'm reading off of the bill.
Okay, and what section is that?
It's on the official White House media.
No, I asked for the section. Thank you.
It doesn't say the section.
Every single one of them does. Yes, there is a section.
The one I'm looking at.
Then that might be the Trump one. What are you reading?
Okay, go on. I searched a big beautiful bill PDF, and the White House PDF is right there.
But is that the most recent one? Is that the one that passed yesterday, or is that the original? You don't even know what you're reading.
It says July 1st, or a day ago.
It didn't pass on July 1st.
That was brought up on July 1st. No. Listen, I'm completely wrong, then.
You said it's 27 pages?
Yeah, I could be wrong.
It's over 900 pages. You're not looking at the right one, Boogie Bear.
Boogie Bear, okay, that's new. But also another thing I would agree on it is the agriculture changes on it into dairy policies and covering acreage and energy.
And people are dying, so don't care about acreage. Sorry. You guys care about land and shit. We care about people's lives. So you can go take your rose-colored glasses off and trot back out of your mom and dad's basement and join us in reality.
Ma'am, I have an agriculture background. I work in agriculture.
I don't give a fuck. Not a single fuck. Not a one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I care about people eating and people living. I care about people when grandma and grandpa get their Medicaid taken away, every single person that's in a nursing home or an assisted living facility that has Medicare and Medicaid are going to be dumped out of the nursing home. Where are they going to go? Who's going to take them in if they don't have any family?
But here's the thing, Medicaid is being reformed. Some people who don't work.
I said elderly fuckers that are in a nursing home. Do you think that needs to be reformed because they're not working?
Ma'am, I have not looked that deep into it.
I know, and that's the fucking problem.
Ma'am, I'm just giving my voice.
I don't give a shit. Your voice is bunk. It's crap. You're talking about land, and I'm talking about lives.
And you're spending your time to talk live, just saying all this stuff. Like, and you're calling me my mouth bad?
I cuss like a sailor, honey bun. I'm a full fucking adult, and I can cuss all I want.
And you're spending your adult days on TikTok live?
I am. It is my job.
Oh, it's your job?
Yes.
This is a full-time career?
It is my job. I have been working this job every single day, 7 days a week for the past 14 months straight. Yes.
Okay, that's you.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I also have a question for you. What are your thoughts on him handling the conflicts in Iran?
He didn't handle anything in Iran. He bombed a country that didn't threaten us and didn't provocate us. We had no business doing anything in Iran.
So, okay, in that case, then explain why Iran is chanting every day, "Death to America, death to America."
I would too. I would too.
Man, you live in
I would too. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys. Americans are the bad guys. Shut the fuck up. I don't let grown-ass men speak over me. I'm not going to let someone who just became an adult 6 months ago speak over me. We're the only ones that have deployed a nuclear bomb anywhere in the world. We're the ones who get involved by trying to bring democracy to all these other countries. We colonize everything. We destabilize regions. I'm surprised half of the rest of the world don't fucking hate us. We're the bad guys. They can chant that all they want. It doesn't mean that we go over there and bomb them just because they don't like us. So if Germany says, "Oh, I no longer like the United States, so we should be allowed to just go over there and boom, boom them and wipe them off the map because we just don't like them." Grow up.
No other country had that, but we did. So we used us to stop Iran. We used what no other country had.
You have no idea what you're even talking about.
I do. I watched.
Can you tell me how many times Iran has ever been the aggressor and shot a bomb first?
Israel. He shot on.
You didn't listen to my question clearly because you didn't answer it.
What's your question?
How many times in history has Iran ever shot the first shot against anyone?
I don't know the exact number of times, but it can't be a lot.
It's zero. It's zero. They never have.
Explain how Iran was shooting missiles at Israel first.
In defense, I said first. Have they ever attacked? The answer is no. They responded when they were attacked by Israel.
I don't know much about it, but
I know you don't. So don't come on a political live like you know what the fuck you're talking about.
I thought I did. But you're kind of just yelling into the mic, like.
No, I'm trying to yell into your brain to fucking learn something.
Okay,
you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Gabe, before you run, I want you to do yourself a favor. Since you are a youngin' and you're going to inherit your generation, you need to do yourself a favor. Get off TikTok. Go actually research the history of Iran, and you will find out that Iran has never, in its history, ever attacked another country without provocation. And just so you know, it was Israel that attacked Iran, not the other way around. And if you were attacked on American soil, sir, you would be responding in kind. Would you not expect our government to respond?
I said that's what Israel only respond only
Stop typing
responded.
and listen. Why are you not speaking now that I'm here?
Or my microphone doesn't hold up.
No, you're
We
not.
can
You're
hear
not
you.
listening.
You're
And
just not
that's the
listening.
problem with your generation is you like to listen to a lot of headlines and not know the story. You like to spew things and not comprehend the totality. What you guys are doing right now is listening to an aggressor, which is the current president of the United States, fill your heads with a bunch of BS and tell you to hate everybody. Tell you to hate all the other groups of people, all the other religions, all the other marginalized groups, because that's going to make you feel like you're some kind of strong man. When in reality, sir, you are going to inherit absolutely nothing but debt and pain and misery. So until you start educating yourself to be a better man, a better father, a better husband, you will never be nothing more than a coward and a bully on the internet. So get off TikTok and do yourself a favor and do some goddamn research.
You just randomly
you
joined me. I
understand, so that you understand, and this is why you don't learn, because you run your mouth and you think you could insult women. No, I heard
You called yourself an infant. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I heard how you spoke to Diava. You're dismissed. Thank you. When these young men come into these lives and think that they can insult people like Diava or myself or Val or any person that actually has the knowledge and the history of our country and what we are doing to protect democracy for the future, it is time for us to no longer accept them on panels. Diava does this every single day, and she comes with facts, data, and statistics. And the fact that Iran has never, and any person in here who is still supporting MAGA at this point, you are not part of a patriotic ideology. You are part of a cult who is literally harming your own children and children's children. You are literally the product of hate and propaganda, and you will be the downfall of society, while we will be the ones saving and fighting for democracy every single day with knowledge, education, absolute statistics and data. And you will go down in history as one of the worst generations ever. And the internet will not forget who was on the right side of history. It will be forever acknowledged that people like Gabe will come up and spew propaganda, misinformation, white supremacy, misogyny, and will have no leg to stand on when they have to come out of the bowels of hell to ask for forgiveness when this is all said and done. I was not planning to come on TikTok today. When he disrespected you, I was like, nope, that's it. And did you notice that when he found out that you do this every single day, do you know he couldn't even speak at that point? He's like, what? This is your job?
Yep.
Yeah. So what she did was take lemons and make lemonade. She went on, took her knowledge, took her facts, found her support system, and turned it into a work position to take care of her family. And the fact that you youngins do not comprehend that you don't own the internet, you don't own TikTok, you don't own this country, what you're going to find out is women like me and Diava, men like Val, men like Oslo, people who are out here trying to give you the actual statistics and data about our history. That is what's going to be your saving grace when all is said and done. You are going to have to learn that we are not running on internet time. We're running on facts. We're running on data. We're running on science. We're civil rights and human rights. We're going to fight until the nth degree and shut every one of you down. And you're going to all go back to your little dark caves of hate. And you're never going to speak the name of Trump again. If it's the last thing I do on this earth, it's going to make sure that every single one of you comprehend what we're facing right now is one of the most evil times in American history. And that's saying a lot, considering we've already had the most ugly, youngest, hateful history on the planet.
Well said. I couldn't say it better myself. Holy cow. Justin, thank you for the $2 Venmo. Maybe you've heard this, but someone brought up a point that there's no way they would have properly installed plumbing for the toilet, shower, sinks, or kitchen at Alligator Alcatraz in just 8 days. That is correct. They have portables, they have generators, which is why it's a dystopian nightmare and it's already flooding.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never wished for a hurricane in my life ever on anybody. But if a hurricane just comes by and happens to wipe out all of Alligator Alley, I'm here for it.
But unfortunately, the detainees that are in there will go out with it.
Are they there yet?
Yes.
They are there?
Yeah.
Darn. Maybe they'll get to swim free. I don't know. This place is disgusting in how I've seen some of the comments that people have posted.
Oh, I know.
American citizens have posted about people on all kinds of apps. And I cannot tell you how anyone can call themselves a Christian while they sit there and literally are supporting the harm of fellow human beings who have not committed any crime other than wanting a better life for tomorrow for their children. I mean, let that sink in that you had a hurricane in Texas where the pastor of a church, Joel Holstein, literally denied access to American citizens while it flooded in Houston, Texas. But you will literally support that man while literally saying that people who came here who wanted to serve food or who wanted to care for children or who wanted to work in construction to provide a better life for themselves, that those people deserve to be harmed and locked up in concentration camps. You are not a Christian. You are not a decent human being. You are nothing more than an absolute sadistic fool.
I agree. I just never thought, I used to always wonder how the Holocaust could ever have happened. How people could have just sat back and not said anything, or how could they have let it happen? And we're watching it now. And all these MAGAs would be good little schnazzies because they would just be like, yeah, they deserve it. Go ahead. Yeah, get them alligators. Make gator bait. I mean, it's fucking awful. It's absolutely fucking awful. Did you happen to get the email from Social Security Administration at 2:14 this morning?
Me?
Yeah.
No. But I haven't looked. Let me go look.
I got an email from the Social Security. It's from Social Security Administration, 2:14 a.m. I'm going to read it to you. This is what the background. This is what it looks like. Hold on. Social Security applauds the passage of legislation providing historic tax relief for seniors. The Social Security Administration is celebrating the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill, a landmark piece of legislation that delivers long-awaited tax relief to millions of older Americans. The bill ensures that nearly 90% of Social Security beneficiaries will no longer pay federal income tax on their benefits. That is a bold-faced lie. That is not in the bill. That is not in the bill. They're using the Social Security Administration to send propaganda. Trump is using our administrations to send propaganda. And it says, provide benefits, providing meaningful and immediate relief to seniors who have spent a lifetime contributing to our nation's economy. This is a historic step forward.
I don't know how that can be real because that is propaganda and it would never be okay.
It is. It's from this.
Is it SS? What's the URL? Is it .gov?
It is. It's .ssa.gov.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go get Mom's walker. Hold on.
Yeah. Because I signed up for closures. Because I signed up for closures of like the government, like Social Security offices and stuff like that. And so I signed up to be on their subscription, like their list to tell me I get every single day. Yep, subscription.service@subscriptions.ssa.gov. Yep, I sure did. And everybody else got it too. All the people, everybody else got it too. They're saying they got it in their section. And it says, this is a historic step forward for America's seniors, blah, 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 blah. This new law includes a provision that eliminates federal income taxes on Social Security benefits for most beneficiaries, providing relief to individuals and couples. That is a lie. It's not true. It's not true. It's not. You're wrong, super dad. You're wrong. You're wrong. There's a $6,000 tax credit that certain people can take. That is wrong. It is lying. That is not true.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Do you? I was gonna say I'd forward it to you, but you probably don't. I'm gonna give you your email address on the live.
Well, we can do that offline though.
Yeah, but I'll forward it to you.
Yeah.
But about 20, 30, 40 people in the comment section all said they got one too. It came from the Social Security Administration. And at the bottom, it says Social Security remains committed to providing timely, accurate information to the public and will continue working closely with the federal partners to ensure beneficiaries understand how this legislation may affect them.
I'll have to check my mom's email too and see if she got it.
Accurate, my asshole. I mean, it's unbelievable. I read it and I'm like, what the fuck?
My dog agrees. Let's see. She got it. Hey, Leash. I'm checking mom's email right now.
That's it. Even Bailey's like, nah, fuck that shit.
And he's deaf and he still agrees with you. Let's see. Yep, mom got something. She sure did. Let's see what it says. Oh, hers isn't that though. Hers is just about a replacement Social Security card. Interesting.
Yeah, mine came at 2:14 this morning, like in the middle of the night.
That's crazy. Yeah, I keep waiting to receive. I wouldn't trust anything at this point from anything related to this administration.
Anything government's just a lie. They're lying.
And I mean, if this was Biden or President Obama who posted something like this, can you imagine what these people would be saying?
Okay, here's the truth. I asked ChatGPT to take the big beautiful bill, and my exact prompt said, explain in easy language but in great detail what benefits for Social Security recipients are in the big beautiful bill. If you're receiving Social Security, retirement, disability, survivor, your monthly benefit amount is not being reduced under this bill. But some parts of the bill indirectly affect your long-term benefits. See number 4 below. We'll get there. Number 2, bigger standard deductions for seniors. Seniors over age 65 already get a larger standard deduction when filing taxes. But this bill increases that even more, giving retirees a higher income threshold before paying taxes. For example, if you are single and 67, you might now get to deduct up to $18,000 to $21,000 before any of the Social Security gets taxed. This means less of your Social Security check is taxed, and you keep a little bit more of the money. Yeah, Dr. Keisha, they took over the CDC website too. I know. They've taken over the SSA too. It is misleading. That's why I'm talking about it, because it is misleading.
Here's the thing to remind people that I think is so important is they can tell you whatever they want to tell you, because we know we can't trust this administration. They lie and lie and lie. And when the lie doesn't work, they lie some more. and they deflect. So the bottom line is this. If you start noticing that you are receiving less in your financial economic world, you already know you're being lied to and can't trust the government. If your checks get reduced, if your access to Medicaid gets cut, if your access to Medicare goes down, if you're an SSI recipient, which is based on Social Security income, that's what it stands for, SSI, is Social Security income, and you start having to submit paperwork to prove anything after you've already been approved, then you already know they're coming for you. So be very, very aware of what's coming down the pike, is that if anything changes and it doesn't change for the better, they're coming for your money.
Another one says that if your only income is Social Security or very close to it, you won't be taxed on it. This removes the gray area where people earning just over the limit got hit unexpectedly. That's it. That's the part where I guess he's saying there's no tax on Social Security for lower income seniors. That's only if it's your only source of income. Here's the fine print. When the bill gives you tax relief now, it extends Trump-era tax cuts, especially for wealthier people, which reduces the amount of money going into the Social Security Trust Fund. So the trust fund is expected to run out in 2032, a full year earlier than before this bill. If nothing changes by then, benefits may be cut by 20 to 25% for everyone unless Congress fixes it. Despite talk of beautiful bonuses, this bill does not include a one-time payment or stimulus for Social Security recipients. Any special cost of living adjustment increases outside the usual annual ones, and expanded benefits for widows, disabled workers, or caregivers. So if you heard claims about a $2,400 bonus or a Trump Social Security bump, those are not included in this bill. So this whole email was just a lie. Just a bold-faced lie. If you guys want to help support my lab, I do have my pay links in my bio, but it's Diavatalks on Cash App and Venmo. Appreciate any and all support. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Thank you, Jack 6. James, you want to come up and talk? How do we know it's a lie? Because it's not in the bill. It's propaganda. It is from the Social Security Administration. That part is legit. But what they said in there is a fucking lie. I bet they're out there celebrating their 4th of July. No, all the senior citizens are like, yeah, we're not going to get taxed because they believe the bullshit. Sad. Rick, thank you for Rick C. Thank you for the $2 for a $2 challenge. Rick C is challenging everyone in the live chat right now to send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo to help support my live. So if you've got $2 laying around, you want to help support your favorite creator, feel free to take part of the $2 challenge to my Cash App or Venmo. They're both spelled on the yellow banner, Diavatalks. If you voted for Donald Trump and hit the guest request, come on up. Oh, David, I just saw it come through. I'm so sorry. My Cash App didn't come through. I'm just now seeing it. Thank you for the $15. You need some Starbucks after that, kid, right? Lord, thank you. And Sean, thank you for the $3. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Sean. Thank you for the information on the Social Security. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you guys' support. It means a lot. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. W's to you, Rick, for doing the $2 challenge. James just wants to come in and throw his yo up the Trump. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, you have 0 followers. You're a bot. Get out of here. Yo up the Trump. Kirsty, thank you for the $2. Appreciate your tenacity and perseverance. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Getting a vote of confidence every once in a while is nice. Thank you.
All right, everybody, let's do a commercial real quick. There's 626 people in here. She should be way above 136,000. Let's tap that screen. Let's get her to 200,000 real quick. In order to keep the live a popular live, we, the people, have to support this live. So tap, tap, tap. That helps keep her competitive with other lives. In addition to that, make sure you're checking out her gift goals up at the top. She's at 235 out of 500. Her subscriptions are 365 out of 485. That's helped support Diava's live. Let's tap, tap, tap. She's been offline for a couple of days now due to, trolls that like to report lives for no uncertain terms. They just like to cause problems. So let's help keep her lives going by supporting her live. Tap, 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 tap that screen. Make sure you support the panel when they come up. They're giving you education and information that helps you make informed decisions about things going on in the world. So make sure that you check out whoever comes up on the panel, as long as it's positivity and not propaganda. Thank you.
James, if you're not going to come up, I'm just going to mute you. You're just spamming nonsense. So either come up and talk with your big boy voice, or go away. Scott, why don't you come up and talk? And of course, you have your invites off. Please only request if you voted for Donald Trump. Please only request if you voted for Donald Trump. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Thank you guys for knocking out that flash goal so fast. Denise, thank you for the $2 for fuck Donald Trump and MAGA. I agree. Jacqueline, thank you for the $15. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. That was so generous of you. Thank you. That's really kind. Thank you guys for the support and the love. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. I am looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only, so hit that guest request and come on up. Let's chat. Ooh, Manuel said, let's do a $5 challenge. He's challenging people to send $5. For $5 challenge to everyone, keep making these MAGAs bow down to you. Ooh, I love it. Manuel is doing a $5 challenge. If you want to take part of the $2 challenge or the $5 challenge, I'd be much appreciated. To keep MAGA bowing down to me. Love it, Manuel. That's really cool. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on out. Oh, that's you, Zaka? Zaka Takano? Imagine proving Hillary and Kamala were right all along. Trump has. Thank you very much, Manuel. Do you guys know this saying from one Adolf All propaganda must be popular, and its intellectual level must be adjusted to the most limited intelligence among those it is addressed to. Dope. That's Fox News. Oh, Rick C over on YouTube says, "To let's do a $5 challenge. Let's go. We need YouTube support. Thank you so much." I don't want to know anything about Trump. I don't care what he's doing today. He'd drop off the face of the earth and I'd be fine. Like, I'm not saying that as a dig. I just don't fucking care. We now have a concentration camp in Florida. Stop pretending any of this is normal. If you claim to be a good person and you're not outwardly opposing this regime, you're not a good person. Be human. I love this. I went through many backgrounds today, as you can tell. Fucking UFC fights on the White House lawn. What the fuck? Kirsty, thank you for the $5 cash up for bow, motherfuckers. Fuck Donald Trump. Thank you. I love you, Kirsty. I like you. Delgado. Oh, you know who you are. I won't say the first name because I don't want to out you. I didn't mean to say your last name. Thank you for the $7. I'm in for both the $2 and the $5 challenge. Thank
and everything. It's because the propaganda is working and it's made us not trust people.
Okay. That's right. And
That's what it's meant to do.
we're back on YouTube, by the way. Okay. My internet came back up. Thank you so much. Did you hear his speech last night too? Other than him gonna host a UFC fight on the White House lawn.
When he speaks, my brain automatically tunes him out unless people force me to understand and listen. So go ahead and tell me what you're going to tell me, and I'll let you know whether I heard it or not.
That he hates Democrats.
I did hear that. That was part of the speech that you can't miss. And never in history have you ever heard an American president say that about any American citizen, ever.
Nope. Yes, he announced that he was doing for the America's 250th birthday. This is so fucking shameful. He is hosting a UFC fight on the White House lawn for America's 250th birthday. Last night in his speech, same speech where he said he hated Democrats. Same one. It's so embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Now imagine being a U.S. service member and hearing that speech and being a registered Democrat and knowing you're fighting for this nation, all people. Let that sink in for a second before anyone responds. Imagine being a U.S. service member deploying to foreign lands to protect the Constitution used for an oath to protect its people on this soil, and he just encouraged hate and bigotry and fear against the Democratic Party, and more than half of those who serve this nation are Democrat. Let me let that sink in. More than half.
Amy, did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for Trump voters for about 44 minutes, and then I'll bring anybody up. But if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. I'm bringing my backup back up. Y'all hear the thunder? It's so loud.
He will not be pardoning Diddy because Diddy did not get charged with federal crimes. It's state crimes, you guys.
Yeah, he can't pardon Diddy. Only on if there was any federal.
Diddy's the least of our concerns at this point. That needed to be the jury doing their job, and they didn't do it. So the judge did his job though and didn't get him out. So let's applaud the judge who held him accountable for the crimes he did commit, and literally said, no, there's no free getting out of jail free card today. You will be sentenced and you will be held.
Yep.
So let's hope they throw the full extent of the law at him and give him the full 20 years.
Oh, 100%. Deanna, thank you for the $20 Venmo. Keep shitting on these mega clowns. Thank you for all you do. Your knowledge is so valuable and so very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Deanna. That was really nice. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on in. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request.
The only thing I will address about the Diddy case that made me absolutely sick to my stomach is that they threw out the most heinous charges,
exactly,
even with testimony and video.
I know.
And when they charged him with traveling and prostitution, the last time I checked, that's the exact charge of what sex trafficking is.
Correct.
Is prostitution and traveling across state lines for said services. So
correct.
I don't understand what's happened, but I do know that the prosecution did fight to make sure that the judge heard them, and he did. And so let's be grateful on our wins.
Brian, I don't disagree. He said there is no justice anymore. It feels that way, doesn't it? Because just bad people just keep getting away with doing bad shit.
I agree, Orbitus. I do think there was some hinky jury.
Oh yeah.
And I think Trump's administration had part to do with it because he said some stuff too. Let's be very clear. This administration is so corrupt, and the branches that come off of that are huge. So let's be glad for the judges that actually do take their oath seriously. I will address somebody in the comments said it's also because he's black. I want to be very clear. I don't care if Diddy was black, purple with polka dots, yellow, white, orange with stripes. I don't care. He harms women. He has literally harmed many, many people. He's also stolen a lot of money. There was a lot of drug paraphernalia that was also thrown out of court that he should have been held accountable for because he was using it to harm people. So I don't care what color you are. If you are a perpetrator, and we are literally watching as the disgusting orange man who perpetrates against women, who is an adjudicated sexual assaulter and a convicted felon, is at the highest level of our office.
Yep.
So let's be very clear. If you harm women, you harm children, you harm other people, you deserve to be prosecuted.
Aw. Sandy, thank you for the $50 Venmo, for the $5 challenge, and $45 more for anybody that can't send. That was so kind of you, Sandy. Thank you. That was really, really nice of you. Thank you. It's like paying it forward. That's so nice. Because there's so many people that are in different situations that they can't afford to donate. That's just so kind. Thank you. Yeah, W. Sandy, that was nice. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat. I still want to know why Pam Bondi hasn't released the Epstein files yet. I mean, we all know why, but I'm being facetious. But they were like, we can't wait. We're gonna bring all them Dems down that are in the Epstein files. And as soon as Elon Musk put out that he was the reason they have it is because Donald Trump's all over him. Mum's the fucking word on that thing. Jim, check your Venmo, I believe somebody said. Oh, Tyler. Oh, yep. Definitely going to be a Trumper. He's got a big old jacked up truck in his profile picture. Come on, connect, Tyler. Marion, don't be I know you're alone, but you're not really alone. You have us, Marion. Hang out with us. We got you. We got your back. That's what everyone's gonna need everyone to get through all this, okay? Oh, Tyler, come back. Come back. Come back. Tyler, come back. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I bet he did get that new Trump mobile. I do have the best community, don't I, Diane? We're here, Marion. Don't think that you're alone. You're not alone. You got us.
Thank you for the Venmo. I appreciate the $10 Venmo.
Y'all, I've been saying it since the beginning. There's a whole lot of shit that's going to be coming, a whole lot of stuff that's going to be happening. We're all going to be strong some days, and all of us are going to be weak some days, and we're here to help each other. Like, I had a big, beautiful fucking crash out yesterday. Luckily with a therapist before I came online.
Thank you, Michelle, for the happy birthday cash out, too. I appreciate it.
Because it's a lot. Because the therapist was like, you having to deal with your stuff in your personal life. You're having to deal with stuff with, your son that has autism, and learn how to parent properly and how to deal with those situations. And then you're dug into the political world where everything that's happening and you can't do anything about it. And you're feeling the feelings that are legit you should be feeling. And he's like, it's a big load. And I just crashed out. It was great. He is signing the big, beautiful bill. Oh, he probably just did it. It was supposed to be at 5:00 today. And as he signed it, they were supposed to have F-22s and B-22 bombers, airplanes flying over the White House while he signs it. What the fuck?
My birthday was last Friday, but a lot of people are catching up because I haven't been online. So yes, my birthday was last Friday, the same day as Val's, June 27th.
Yeah. Such a taxpayer dollars playing for fucking flyovers over the White House while he signs away everyone's health care. I saw a TikTok today and I went, they're like, you know why? You know why? You know why they co-opted the YMCA song? Why Trump loves it and why when they're YMCA dancing and singing as they're taking away everyone's health care yesterday? YMCA stands for Young Men's Christian Association. They're using that as their Christian nationalist song. Because YMCA was stood for Young Men's Christian Association. It's got to be. I mean, that makes sense. Because I'm always like, why is it always like YMCA? It's just so juvenile. And someone said, it's probably because it was originally called the Young Men's Christian Association. And that's kind of like their white nationalist, Christian nationalist theme song because it's for Christian men. So fucking gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Oh, I'm gonna go back to this one. I've had so many backgrounds today, but some of these I had favorites.
My mom ordered my birthday lunch because I wasn't here on my birthday. You know, I had gone out of town. So she ordered my birthday lunch today. We ordered Applebee's. And she just killed nachos. And now she's eating the pretzel breadsticks. If you guys have never had them at Applebee's, they're pretzel breadsticks with beer cheese sauce. Phenomenal.
Yum. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go. Come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Are there any Trump supporters in here? MAGA are too cowardly to come up. I know, right? Well, I figured that, I mean, this is their holiday, y'all. This is like their whole white pride. We all get to boom, boom all in one day kind of. I didn't think there would probably be too many in here, but I'm surprised we've had as many as we did. Sandra, thank you for the $25 Venmo. My husband and I love and support all you do. Thank you for educating us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
For all of you telling me she shouldn't have that because of the salt content, believe me when I tell you she puts salt on salt, and I have to fight her. So it's just not going to matter at this point. She's 85. She ordered lunch. We're fine.
She gonna eat whatever the fuck she wants.
I have to pick my battles. Believe me.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. We definitely choose our battles. That's true.
When I say she took one bite, I mean she dipped it in the cheese sauce, took one bite, and said it's too tough. Here, I don't want it.
Okay, more for me. Thank you.
Exactly my mindset. I was like, hand me that cheese sauce.
It was so funny because I talked to Troy, my son, earlier. and he has a food truck event tonight for 4th of July, and it's in a really red county. Like it's probably going to be mostly like MAGA and stuff there. And he's like, I ain't going for the 4th of July. He goes, I'm going to take these fools' fucking money and then leaving. I'm like, hey, get your bag, baby. Get your bag. Huh?
I said exactly. Take what you can get and run.
He's like, I'm just going to go take these fools' money. Okay, I'm going to change my goal to fireworks. No, not my brother, my son Troy. He's a mod in here, but he's probably not in here because he's probably at his food truck event. But he's like, if he goes, did you hear, Mom? Did you hear about the food trucks that showed up at the Alligator Alcatraz? And I'm like, and I said, yeah. I mean, some of them said they had no idea what they were going for, like they just got hired to come feed staff or whatever. And he goes, yeah, but when I pulled up, if it was me and I pulled up in that bitch, I'd have turned my motherfucking ass right around and went back home. He's like, there was no fucking way I would have anything to do with serving food at a concentration camp.
Exactly.
He's like, because usually if you do, he does do those events. Like he has an apartment complex that will hire him to come in, and they'll give him like, here's $1,000, feed all of our residents or whatever. And they do for colleges, for college dorms, and they're like, here, it's an appreciation day for all the kids. Here's $800, make this many plates, that kind of thing. So he said, even if they would have prepaid me, I would have returned the money and walked my happy ass right back out of there. He's
and
like,
the fact that it was Hawaiian and Mexicano foods.
Elote?
Talk about an insult.
It was an elote company or an elote corn thing, whatever. Oh yeah, they're all putting out, like, oh, I didn't know, we didn't know, and all that. But Jem, check your Venmo, please. Somebody, as Sandy said. But and I think it was intentional that they ordered like ethnic food trucks. Come on, let's just be honest. It's so gross. It's so gross. They're so fucking gross. Elote. Oh, that's because they're getting bad Yelp reviews. Yes, that's why they put out statements like, oh, we didn't know. Yeah, well, you should have turned your ass around. And the Kona Ice Company. Shaved ice, I think it is. I wouldn't be no part of that shit. And that's what my son said too. He's like, there ain't no way. He goes, now will I go tonight? Will I go tonight to this 4th of July festival and take all these MAGA people's money? He's like, sure will. And I'll drive my happy ass on out of there. I'm like, that's right. Go take their money, baby.
I mean, it's typical America, right? Like, take whatever somebody
capitalist baby
creates, and then turn around and then demoralize them. We want your food, we want your culture, we want your music, we want your dance, we want your Latina women, we want this, we want that, but then we're gonna deport you.
It's crazy, yeah. If you ever forgot,
we want your island.
Exactly. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I haven't had a Trumper up here for quite a while. Maybe they're out just booming everything, but there's got to be some on here. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Ugh, one of my fingernails broke below the line, your finger line. So it's snacking and catching on everything. It hurts. Come on in. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I haven't seen any comments from them. Oh, I know. Yeah, but do I really want to start over now? It's literally like 15 minutes before it's time to take friendlies. There's really no. No sense. I mean, he's probably, oh yeah, he does food truck festivals in the rain. He sure will. And there'll be people out there in the rain.
I don't know about anyone else, but the Lee Greenwood song now, I am repulsed by.
Ugh,
I can't listen to
I can't
it.
either.
I can't hear it. The second it comes on, I have to turn it off. I'm absolutely grossed out by it.
I hate that song. I used to like it, but no. My son on his food truck does little mini pancakes, but he has all different toppings. He has churro, he has Nutella and strawberry, he has like strawberry shortcake, he has Oreo fudge. He has all kinds of different toppings for these little mini pancakes. And then they also do fresh squeezed lemonade and different flavor lemonades too. Yeah. They are delicious. They're so good. And you can just get traditional with maple syrup. He does. There's some people who just like regular traditional maple syrup. But most of them get the. Your sugar numbers just went up. I know, right? Can you come to New York? I probably would love to. Yeah, the Nutella and strawberry are probably one of his biggest sellers, and the churro. The churro ones are so good.
I'm gonna say this because I see a lot of people saying that they don't hate America, they hate what it's become, or they're embarrassed to be an American. Just remember that this is a time and a place where this does not represent who we are, all of us as Americans. It represents this administration and this party of MAGA Republicans. Let me repeat that again. It represents them. But I will say this, for any one of you who sat out these elections, any one of you who failed to register, any one of you who voted third party, this is also on you. And you better be very aware moving forward that if you are doing this because you're listening to propaganda, whether it's far left or far right, you are part of the problem. So now is the time to get ready for 2026 and get ready for 2028 and vote straight blue, and let's take our country back, because the Democratic Party, as in fact, they're not perfect either, but what they have always done is fight for civil rights and human rights and women's rights and educational rights and the belief in science and math. That is hands down undebatable. So make sure that if you have people in your life that are doing that, voting against us, then they are part of the problem.
Correct. Also, what you guys don't remember, in the big beautiful bill from 2026 to 2034, there's an automatic 4% annual Medicare cuts from 2026 to 2034 under the pay-as-you-go sequestration. That results in roughly $500 billion in reduced payments over that period. So I'm just letting you know, you guys think they're saying it has nothing to do with Medicare in this big, beautiful bill. It's not true. There's an automatic 4% annual Medicare cut from 2026 through 2034. which is going to result in over $500 billion in reduced payments.
And for all of you who don't understand the difference between Medicaid and Medicare, please do your research on that. Medicaid steps in when people have not enough money to pay for anything, and Medicare is generally in addition to your private insurance once you become retired. So make sure you learn about the two systems, because those of us that are about to retire, we're going to be the largest demographic that's impacted by it.
Yeah, that's right when my ass would be retiring. Or close to it. Like, God damn it.
And as Dr. Keisha said, or disabled for Medicaid.
Yes. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. They just don't realize what's all in this bill, so they're cheering you like it's a win. It's a win. By 2032, that's 7 years. Social Security is just going to be done in 7 years? That's fucking nuts.
Well, that's the other thing about immigrants not paying into the system, right? It's going to actually expedite Social Security disappearing for all of us who have worked our entire lives paying into it.
Yep. I want my motherfucking money. I ain't working for the rest of my life. When are they cutting Medicaid? Medicaid starts in 2026. Timeline. I asked her for a timeline. Medicaid cuts, increase work requirements, and eligibility takes effect as soon as the law is active. Oh, I guess today, mid 2025. And SNAP work requirements and funding reductions persist through at least 2034. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Hello. It just said it starts when it's signed. Well, he signed it an hour ago. I don't know if you guys saw my shirt today for 4th of July, but it says, democracy is dying, but hey, nice fireworks.
I didn't even wear stars today.
I specifically wore this for 4th of July because it's like, democracy is dying, but hey, nice fireworks. That's literally my mood.
Oh, I'm lying. There's stars on my chonies, because that's where they belong, on the ass of humanity.
Yeah, it's true. Such haters, yes. We fucking hate you. That would be true. There are people protesting. There are. There's a lot of No Kings protests today.
Oh, Jan, I can't wait until it all catches up with you, boo. You're going to be the biggest crash and burn we see, and everyone like you. That you voted to own your own self. You owned yourself, not the libs, but yourself. I want to be in your headspace for the rest of your life. That Jan voted to literally harm her own children and grandchildren, and anyone who supported the Trump administration. Hey, I hate to inform you, you're under the same umbrella. You're welcome.
Yeah. And Megs, y'all boycotting Independence Day because you hate one man so much. That's so weird. We're not boycotting Independence Day because we hate him. we are boycotting Independence Day because if not everyone has freedom, then no one has freedom. If you're celebrating freedom today when not everybody has freedom, then you're not celebrating freedom. You're celebrating privilege. And what this country is doing by hunting down human beings and throwing them in cages and in prisons and sometimes out of the country in concentration camps and now in country in concentration camps, that's nothing to fucking celebrate.
I just can't wait when all of the restaurants start closing, the grocery stores start closing, the hospitals start closing, especially in red states. You better get ready because you're the very people who didn't know that Nevada and California and Texas and Colorado and New Mexico were all once part of Mexico. You guys are the ones who are like, United States was here first. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You literally had to pay Mexico $15 million back in the day to purchase it, and then there was the Mexican-American War that you're unaware of.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up.
Oh, by the way, I eat with my hands too, just like Mom Donnie, because, you know, we all eat with our hands. We eat sandwiches or pizza or bread or chips.
Chips.
Or crackers.
Oh my God. Fucking eating with your hands, you savage.
And I'm eating mashed potatoes with my hands because I dropped my damn fork and didn't want to get up again.
Me and Ava went and got Subway for lunch. I wasn't doing no cookout bullshit.
For president, so let's not start that mess. Mom Donnie cannot run for president, but you know who can? Kamala Harris. You know who else can? Pete Buttigieg. So let's start whoever throws their hat in the ring and they are representing humanity and civil rights and human rights. Let's all come together to support them. But Mom Donnie cannot run for president.
Correct. I love Pete Buttigieg. I have always liked him. He's such a good speaker too. He's a good orator. He reminds me of Obama's speaking style.
Yes, even Gavin Newsom. I know Gavin's not the most popular person with everybody, but as a Californian, I will tell you he has done right by this state many times over. And even though there are things I disagree wholeheartedly with him, if he were to be the person that they picked, he would have my support. I'm going to say that outright. But my support currently is for Kamala Harris should she run.
Oh, same.
She deserves to win.
Yep.
She deserves to be in that office. She has been a dedicated public servant her entire life. She has been elected to these offices. She has earned it. So make sure that you understand, if Kamala Harris is the person we choose, we vote for her 1,000%. If it's not, then we still have to support whoever is on the Democratic ticket, because if we don't, we will be right back where we were or worse. You'll have frickin' Stephen Miller or J.D. Vance or, God forbid, another Trump in office. And they're dumber than their dad.
Correct. But I think that we, blessed mama, why don't you shut up? Just shut the fuck up. Why do you come to my live every single day and you just spew shit? I would never go to a right creator's live and just sit in their live for hours. Go the fuck away or come up and talk. So annoying. Just go away.
My mom literally just said, Stephen Miller, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, that's the hate mongers that are in that administration.
And that's why we know Stephen Miller is behind all this cruelty. And I honestly don't think that Trump knows what's in this bill. Because when they asked him, he's like, there's no cuts to Medicaid. That's probably what his handlers are telling him. There's no cuts to Medicaid. Just tell them there's no cuts to Medicaid. So he's like, I wouldn't sign it if it had cuts to Medicaid. And they're telling him it does have cuts to Medicaid. He's like, no, it doesn't. He doesn't fucking know what's in it. And they're just, because they don't want to upset their leader, you know. So they just tell him it's not in it. It's not in there. It's just not in there. So he goes out and says it's not in there. And then Trump supporters come out and go, it's not in there, because they don't fucking know. Because he don't know.
Oh my God, I just got myself excited. What if it is Kamala Harris and Pete Buttigieg as her VP?
That'd be cool.
Oh my God, Harris Buttigieg. Oh.
That would be a ticket. That would be a ticket. That would be a ticket I could get down. I mean, I love Kamala Harris anyway. I think she deserves it, and I don't think we need to pick another fucking white man. It's time. It's time. We need a woman, and we need a woman of color. It's time. I'm still behind Kamala if she runs. I think after this Trump administration, anybody and everybody would vote for anybody at this point other than fucking Trump. You good? Okay. Boss, give me 1 second. Jim, can you take over for a second? I got to grab something for Ava.
Sure.
Okay.
So there's 570 people in here. Let's go ahead and tap that screen. Let's get her up to 250,000. She's currently at 235. Let's make sure we're also following her goals. She has her gift goals of the fireworks up there. She hasn't gotten any yet. So let's get her up to 20. She also has her subscriptions turned on. She's at 365 out of 485. Let's help support Diava's live. Let's keep her popular. Let's keep it going. She's currently up against the people who are currently live. So you're tapping and sharing. That is what keeps the live popular, and that's all on you, helping support the live. Hey, Boss Mama, what do you want to talk about?
Hello.
Hi, did you know you were up here?
No, I just realized I was up there.
Yeah, you're up here. What's going on? What you got to say?
Every day, Jim, I'm so glad you're back.
I'm back.
You, oh my God. You guys are nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
I listen every day, but I did not need to come up.
Okay, no worries. It's
Well,
fine.
You're here and you paid a compliment. You made my day. You made Diava's day. Thank you for offering kindness. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and thank you. And I brought you up first because you're a subscriber, and all my subscribers have priority in the box, so that's why you came up first.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day, hon. I know not everybody's comfortable with speaking, publicly, but thanks for coming up and thanks for the compliment.
I feel like I'm at a 4th of July barbecue with all my peeps.
Right? We're at the best barbecue today.
I just ate my lunch while talking to all of you. With my fingers.
With your fingers.
I literally did, because I got up twice to get Mom what she needed, and then I got forks, and then I dropped my fork as I was trying to reach for my potatoes.
Oh, that's funny.
And
Mom,
for those of you asking, I had a steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. That's what I had.
hey, fingers are made first, right? Mama Millie, how are you?
Oh, Diava, I'm angry. I'm so
I know.
angry. My great niece called me yesterday crying. Her husband is in this country legally. He is from Haiti.
Oof.
Been working his butt off, doing everything right, and they just had a new baby, and they have picked him up and said they are deporting him. They're revoking all his, no criminal, no crimes. He's done everything the right way, and they are going to deport him. I'm so pissed. I just, I called every family member I have that voted for Trump and cussed them out and told them all to fuck off and never come back into my life.
Right?
This man has worked his ass off to support her and their new baby. I am so pissed. It's ridiculous. It's
I'm
just
sorry.
wrong.
It is wrong. They're ripping apart families for no reason, for nothing, other than cruelty.
And he works but he was working 2 jobs because they wanted to buy a house. I mean, that's just, it's insanity. And I told mine, I have a nephew right now, and I told him straight up, you better watch your family, boy, because he voted for Trump.
Yep.
And he's married to a Mexican-American woman. He's like, well, she was born here. I said, that don't damn well matter.
Nope.
You know?
It doesn't.
And, you know, and I told him, I said, you can just fuck off too. Just stay away from me, man. I just can't deal with them anymore.
Nope.
It's just ridiculous. I am not giving them any grace. None at all.
The cruelty is and most of them are okay with the cruelty.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I just want to say, Tim, I'm so happy you're back. I love you. You're awesome. And of course, Yahweh, you know how much I love you.
Thank you, Mama
And
Millie. Can I ask you real quick, how is your niece handling all this, though? Like, I mean, obviously she's devastated, but I mean, does she have an attorney? Are they trying to fight it, or?
Yes, she has an attorney, and they are trying to fight it. But at this moment, she don't even know where they have him.
That's so scary.
Yeah, they don't. She just don't know. She don't know where he's at. She can't. Nobody will talk to her. No government officials. Nobody will talk to her. You know, and so she's just, of course, freaking out. And of course, you know, she's a new mom. Her baby's like 3 months old. So,
oh, God.
You know, so she's got all that too. And they just moved, you know, and she was just released to go back to work. So, I mean, she hasn't even gotten back to work yet, you know. So, yeah, she's freaking out, and I don't blame her. What state is she in? She's in Tennessee.
Oh, God.
Yep. That was anybody that is an immigrant that is still staying in a red state right now, that I'd be packing up. I'd be packing up right now and moving to a blue state, or I'd be self-deporting, because at least if you self-deport, you know where you're going, right? If you're in Tennessee or one of these places, who knows? I mean, listen.
You're a detention camp.
That they put Garcia through. Oh yeah.
That's why they didn't want him to ever come back, because he's telling what his treatment was like. He's telling.
And that's exactly what I told her. I said, you need to get the hell out of the South.
Yes.
Because, you know, you just need to get out of there. Get out of the damn South. You know.
I agree.
But it's crazy. But yeah, so I'm not. I told my kids. I said, I am not celebrating 4th of July today. It's, you know, this is not freedom for it. You know.
No.
This is nothing to celebrate.
No.
It's so disgusting what they're doing in Florida with the concentration camp, and they're talking about, and the jokes and stuff I'm seeing people tell.
Oh, it's vile.
Let's put one in Alaska and surround it with bears. Are you kidding?
Yeah, these are the people that would have laughed at the people being shoved into these furnaces back in the 1930s.
Oh, these are the same people who would have called Jesus woke and deported him or
crucified him again. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just gross. It's just gross. But
It
anyway,
is.
I just want to say I love you all, and I love our community here. And
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for everything you do, Diava.
Thank you.
As well, Jim. You're awesome. And I will drop down and let somebody. And can you drop me down?
I can. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. All that coming from the pro-life party, but they're cheering on people getting eaten by alligators. They're sick. As I said, they're not Christians, which is exactly what I've been saying. They are not Christians. They're not Christ-like. They don't do anything Christ-like. There's nothing Christian about them. So it's really gross. Luke, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing all right. Once again, just, it's just the usual, taking it day by day, which is all anyone can do.
I know. That's literally all we can do.
Yeah. And, honestly, I honestly want to say this and get it out of the way. It's nothing bad, but, I was on the live when there was that guy who was on here, and he was shocked that you did this for a job. How old did he say he was?
18.
Oh Jesus. No wonder he was clueless.
Exactly.
Like, let me tell you, like, I'm like me as a 23-year-old and a YT guy. Like, I'm saying this to the open air. I'm saying this in general. Like, I'm not like pointing the finger at anyone. I'm saying this in general. When it comes to like the younger generations from the 80s until now, what truly makes me incredibly frustrated is when it comes to these youngest and younger generations is that like we are either very informed and we know what the fuck we're talking about, or we're
Know nothing.
or incredibly stupid. Literally, like there's no in between at all.
It does seem that way.
Yeah, literally, and like honestly, what I'm about to say is again open air, like. And I want to make this clear for those saying of how like anything like blah blah blah. I'm not saying this for followers, and I'm not saying this for likes. I'm saying this because this is my morals and how I was raised. But when it comes to younger guys like him, if he talks to you or anyone on this panel the way he did, I'm honestly wondering if he talks to anyone in his life that way that is a woman. Because let me tell you, like, women are the exact reason why anyone is brought into this world. Or anyone who has a uterus is the reason why anyone is brought into this world.
Yeah.
And, like, when it comes to any woman in your life, you either address them by man or you shut the fuck up. Like, it drives me insane.
Yeah, but they don't. He had fireworks when signing the bill. Ugh. I knew he was going to do military flyover planes while he was signing the bill, like making it a fucking propaganda, some kind of political theater. It's so fucking gross. Everything about today is just gross.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But thank you, Luke.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
But I think you're right. They don't have either they know what's going on or they're completely dumb as a box of rocks.
Hello.
Shan, how are you?
I'm very depressed today.
I'm sorry.
I can't get up and out. Yeah. Happy belated birthday, Jen. Welcome back. Miss you, love. Thank you so much. So, let's talk about the depression thing, because I hear that a lot today. I've had about 2,000 messages from people saying that they're depressed and they don't know what to do next. And here's the thing. That this is what they want. They want us to feel denigrated. They want us to feel demoralized.
And give up.
They want us to feel like this is a loss. What we should be doing is taking this as a lesson that we cannot sit on the sidelines. We cannot leave it for the neighbors and the friends and the other people to get it done. We, the people, for the people, is all of us standing up collaboratively saying enough is enough is enough. This cannot be the face of America. This cannot be the leadership. And I say this all the time, and people get pissed at me, but it's not just about Trump. It's your entire Republican Party is MAGA. They failed to support any of their constituents with this bill. Every single Republican that supported this bill, every single one of them has blood on their hands. Every single one of them is responsible for every loss of life that occurs,
Correct.
including the judiciary who allowed Trump to get away with crimes against this country. And it isn't until every single one of them are hearing our voices and hearing our responses in 2026 and 2028 that we will no longer support Republicans in office ever again. They should never have the ability to run.
Nope.
They should never have a seat at the table because they harmed American citizens. Not Republicans and Democrats. All Americans were harmed by this. Migrants were harmed by this. Our allies were harmed by this. This is going to go down in history
as the worst piece of legislation to literally set America back in time 50 years or more. And every single person who is harmed by this bill, I want you to remember that it was the Republican Party and the MAGA movement and the Trump administration and anyone associated with it that provided the harm that happened. And every single Democrat in office, whether you agree with them wholeheartedly or not, voted against it. Every one of them.
They sure did. Yeah, a couple days ago, I'm in Southern California, and I'm 54 years old, and I've never seen ice raid before. And I was told, I looked on our Facebook in where I live, and right down on the corner, last few days ago in the morning, they got ice raided at our gas station where our car wash is. So they got 3 of the guys, and then 3 guys ran into the building, into the back offices, and they wouldn't let them in. And then that same day, there was another car wash down the street, like a half a mile. And as soon as they have cameras out in front, the way you get into their place is kind of towards the back. And as soon as they seen the trucks, the unidentified trucks, they come in with no identifications on, and they just ran into the building. And the owner was there, and he's like, "Do you have a search warrant?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "You're not welcome." Okay. And so they left. So I never imagined, seeing this. And they work so hard. If it was a criminal, a drug smuggler, or a gun runner, or whatever, yeah, take them out, lock them up. But these are hardworking people that we've always depended on them, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy, And I support our local businesses that have, that are owned by, different immigrants, and we're built on immigration.
Yes.
We're all immigrants, and it's so sickening and saddening. And then the bill, and it's just going to get worse. And I just never thought in a million years that we would be like this.
I know.
I don't understand it.
It's soul crushing.
I really don't.
And I think that if I'm just letting you know, I think it's perfectly normal and perfectly natural to feel the way we fucking feel, because none of this is natural. None of this is normal. I think that every single one of us have the right to feel this crushing sense of, of despair almost. But I caution we can't stay there.
Oh no, I go to every protest.
Yeah, we gotta rise above. Like, we can't let it keep us down. We have to we can mourn it. We can be angry about it. We can be, I have my days. I crashed out yesterday. I was crying. I was like hysterical. And then I pick up, but I come to my life, and we just keep moving on, because we can't stay there. Because I was gonna say we will. It's very easy though to seep into despair, because it's just something new every fucking day.
Yeah.
So do you guys know what depression is? What is depression?
Just
Feelings of hopelessness.
feelings of hopelessness.
Depression is anger turned inward. So it doesn't harm the other people, it harms who?
You. Yeah.
You. So it is okay to feel every bit of what we're feeling, because
Right.
we have multiple emotions for a reason. Yes, Pamela, it's a chemical imbalance, but we're talking about depression based on circumstance. Circumstance
Correct.
is not chemical imbalance.
Right.
It's literally feeling what's happening in the country. So what depression represents, this is just from my mental health background, so I'm going to go ahead and take this moment since we're talking about it.
Yeah, please.
Is that depression is anger turned inward, and it only harms us as the vessel. Anxiety and worry, what is that?
I don't know, but sometimes I feel it.
Fear.
Yep, anxiety and worry is fear. So that is about fear about what could potentially happen, what is happening, and it's fear. So that's anxiety and worry. But depression is about things that have happened that we turn inward on ourselves and we carry that weight. And so it's important for us to come from an educated stance about why we're feeling the feelings, right? And what is anger? Anger is a secondary emotion, and it's not an unhealthy emotion. Anger is a protective emotion that helps us show people I'm angry, stay back, right? Because I'm hiding all the other things beneath the surface. I'm hiding fear. I'm hiding sadness. I'm hiding guilt and shame. I'm hiding worry. So I use anger to create that wall. So if we all come from a place of understanding what these emotions are about, that's when those emotions will serve us better, right?
Right.
And so it's really important that when we tie and you say, I'm depressed, give it a reason so that it doesn't stay within your spirit. I'm depressed because I'm embarrassed to be an American citizen today because this congressional system allowed the Trump administration to harm American citizens, right? Give it what it is. I'm depressed because of this horrible thing that's happening in my country. But then change it and say, I'm ashamed of these people.
Lisa, thank you for sending 3 cents. Thank you.
I'm angry that these people have harmed fellow Americans and migrants. You see how it changes how you feel when you say it that way? It gives you a sense of power.
I sure have missed you because you know all the right things to say and when to say it, and it just makes me happy, and I always feel better, listening to you guys, and I come when I can online, and you guys just really make my day, and
Thank you,
I
Shan.
appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you too.
But don't let my words just inspire you as if they're just words. Just know that I go through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a very long post this morning based on exhaustion and compassion fatigue and people shooting on me, telling me what I should do when they don't walk in my shoes, or telling me how I should handle things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the truth of the matter is when people should up on you instead of uplift you and inspire you and find out what you need to support you, I'm letting you know that I feel just like you do.
Yep.
I feel the anger. I feel the sadness. I feel the injustice. And I've been doing this for 5 years on TikTok. There are days that I literally have to ask myself, what am I fighting for? Why am I going through this? And the truth of the matter is that if I don't fight, and then I say that it's okay for someone else not to fight, eventually they win because none of us are standing up for democracy.
Correct.
None of us are protecting other women. None of us are protecting migrants. So we have to take the moments where we feel sadness and embrace it like we do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
We embrace the sadness, we comprehend why we're feeling it, and then we use that as fuel to fight again tomorrow. And it is okay to take breaks away from this app. It is okay to step away from friends and family that are trying to should all over you. Shoulda. I mean, that's one of the things I cannot stand is when people tell me what I should do without knowing what I have done or what I'm fighting for, right? So making sure that you come always from a place of the willingness to listen to understand, and not a willingness to listen just to respond, right? And that
Correct.
we listen to understand, then we know what steps to take to help support the people around us. Yeah. Like I heard you come in and say, I'm depressed, right? And I didn't want you to stay there, so I didn't tell you what you should do. What I said is what we're going to do is lift you up today and let you know that we're going to support you, and everything you're feeling is real and it's valid. And it's okay to feel the way you do, but we fight again tomorrow.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shan. Anything else before you go?
No. Just, I feel better now.
Good. I'm glad.
All right.
All right. Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think a lot of people are feeling like Shan. So I think a lot of people needed and wanted to hear that message that they just got. Because I saw a lot of people in the comments saying, I so needed this today. I so needed this today. I mean, we're all feeling it too. Some of us don't express it, or some of us express it in different ways and all kinds of stuff. But I truly think a lot of people needed this today. And thank you for the, I think I said everybody that gave me the, send me the fireworks. I picked fireworks today because, well, it's 4th of July. So my gift goal is fireworks. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
How are ya?
A typical day off. That's all I'm looking at it as.
Exactly.
Just kind of here, and that's all we can do. I was on Demetria's live earlier today, and I went head to head with a Trumper that was trying to say that he wasn't going to lose. He's on 100% full disability, and he says, "Well, I ain't going to lose any Medicaid." Yes, he had Medicaid as well.
Oh my
And I
God.
said, "Just you wait, dude." Just
Oh
you
my
wait."
goodness.
He was convinced. He was calling me a moron and everything. It just felt good to get in a fight a bit with him. Just kind of trying to put him in his place. But Demetria finally dropped him because he was being a total jerk. So, and he was trying
Thank you, unapologetic.
What's that? Oh.
I just said thank you, unapologetic. I was saying thank you for the fireworks.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna start telling MAGA they have to call me sir.
Oh, right. You should. You should, I bet. Why not? You go, Jim. I love you. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just a crazy world that we're in. But you're right. Like you said, you have to take a break. And I do. I take my break.
Yep.
Breathe. And I say, okay, here we go. Another day,
Yep. We'll get through it. I mean, this too shall pass. It might pass like a fucking kidney stone, but it'll pass.
Exactly. But, and, did you have,
That's the greatest reference ever. That shit's gonna burn. Take you down. You're gonna get up once it's past.
I heard, I'm not saying that this is true, but I was running across TikTok, and this guy's TikTok, he's a Marine, and he was saying that, he said he had no verification, but there was a rumor that what they're doing is like putting people on planes, like C-17.
Yes. Cargo planes, and yes, and dropping them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And coming back empty.
Uh-huh. And they've already found what?
Sorry, what?
Coming back empty.
That they're just dropping them out of planes?
Into the ocean.
In the ocean.
Well, they've had 31 bodies wash up on the shore, and 5 bodies have been completely shackled, handcuffed, and the bodies that they have found have been handcuffed, shackled.
Right. And they said this happened in Argentina when
Correct.
The fascist regime started there.
They did.
And they went out over the Atlantic and just threw their dissenting people into planes and threw them out into the ocean, shackled.
That is true.
So I mean, I'm trying to do more research on it, try to get more things. Because he said that.
Well, it's not something that the Trump administration is going to fucking publish.
Oh no, of course not. We have to look other ways as to find it. So, but there are some rumblings about it, and so.
Dude, it's Stephen Miller. I wouldn't put anything past this administration, and I mean nothing.
I agree. He's a ghoul. He's a total ghoul.
Yes.
And Dracula, whatever you want to call him, but
He sleeps upside down, hanging by his ankles.
yeah, exactly, or in a coffin.
Or in a coffin. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just something that I came across it. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say it's true because I don't have any proof. But,
Well, no, I've heard it. I have heard it too. And then the people actually washing up on shore that are handcuffed and like bound and shackled together is concerning.
See, I didn't hear that part, but wow, that's crazy.
Google that. Google bound.
Well, and I just did in Snopes, and according to that, it was Mallorca, Spain, and there's been no suggestion internationally that it's tied to the Trump administration.
Nope, that's
So,
true.
Let's be careful of what we put out on your live, Diava, just for the sake of your live, until we get further information. But according to the Spaniard government, there's no tie to the Trump administration over Europe.
Right.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past them, just to be
I wouldn't put it past
honest.
No, you know what I'm doing, right?
I do. Yes, I do.
I understand, and that's why I said coming up. I said no, I don't know. This is verified.
Correct.
It's not.
That's right. You did say that.
I'm not trying to say that this is true. It's not. I mean, it may not be true, and I hope it's not true.
I hope it's not true.
I hope it's not true. I really do. I hope that they're not doing this. But I mean, you think of what they're alligator Auschwitz.
I mean, look what they're doing there.
That
No,
is true.
I'm not trying to do it for that reason, Mike. I'm trying to make sure the lie doesn't get
Oh,
hit.
I know. I understand. I understand totally. But it's just crazy, man. It's just really. Oh my God. I don't know. But anyway, it's just like I seen that, and I see things like that, and it's just that they want to, like you said, they want to push you down. They want to make you feel bad.
Yep.
And they want to feel hopeless. And I'm not going to do that. No. As long as I have breath in my body, I won't do that. It's just, it's crazy. I know the other. Anyway, I just wanted to wish you well. And hey, DJ Tony. Hey. I just wanted to say you too, so, because I always go on his lives and listen to some music.
Oh, I do too. I go by and listen too.
I chill out to his music. I love his music. So DJ Tony, you're doing a good job. So.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, I'll drop down when you talk to Tony.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
All right. See you, Joe.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Mike. Love you.
Hey, DJ Tony. What's up?
Yo, what is up, my favorite women on this internet?
Hi.
Jen, happy birthday. I miss you so fucking much.
Thank you so much.
I miss hearing your voice, man. It's a very important voice on this app, but I recognize you got to take a break. And sorry, my garage is opening. Sorry.
Yeah, let me share what I've been doing. Let me show you.
$300,000. Thank you for the likes, guys. Oh, you're doing a gardening?
There you go. You take care of your mom. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
I
got her outside today, and that, you guys, is a feat.
Listen, man. Been there, done
Got her
that.
outside.
Been there, done that. I know what that's like. And so, the reason why I requested up was there was a person, the lady that was before the last two people, and she was talking about the immigrants that live here. Jim, you were saying if you live in the South, you need to get out.
Yeah.
What I wanted to let people remember is like, wasn't there a time where black people didn't want to be in the South?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to say this so I can remind some people what about the South has changed.
Nothing.
Anything change about the South?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
There were Democrats in the South back then, right? That was.
But they were the conservatives, though.
Shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. So all you motherfuckers talking about there was no party change. Why are you telling people who live in the South to get the fuck out of the South that don't look white? Why are you doing that?
Exactly.
Why do people who live in the South that aren't pale complected feel threatened and need to leave? Why
Yep.
is that? Why is the South still flying Confederate flags when it's red? Ask yourself that.
And imagine what would happen, DJ, if all the diversity left those states, right? They would lose so much money, so much workmanship, so much support in the system.
Culture.
Culture and food and agriculture and support. And I wouldn't want to live in the South for anything. I lived in the Midwest, and I lived in Texas, and I've lived in California, in the Pacific Northwest, and I've lived in California. And I will tell you, I will take a Democrat state any day of the week, any time of the year, based on just the people alone and the culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion, meaning that all people get to support one another.
I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, I can go and I can get Mexican food one day. I could get Japanese food the next day, Indian cuisine. I can get soul food. I can get whatever I want, because everybody is welcome and encouraged to open their businesses and to flourish here in California.
Listen, I'm a native Californian, and then when I moved from California, I lived in Oregon, which is extremely. It wasn't as diverse when I first moved there, but it became. Well, where I was in Portland, so Portland's diverse. You can get all that shit, right? You know what I mean? Now you start going to Eastern Oregon, might not be as diverse. But my point, the thing that the caller that was up before, she had mentioned she saw an ice raid. I grew up in Southern California. I've never seen ice. I'm talking from 1970 until I was what? 1970. I lived in Orange County, super white. I lived in LA in the 90s, super diverse. I moved to Riverside in the early 2000s, diverse. And then I bounced to Oregon, not so much diverse. But it was a different energy up there, right? They were super laid back. And the fact that I've never seen an ice raid ever in the time when I was from grade school, where I went to school with Latinos, and I saw people like at the Home Depots back then trying to get jobs, having friends that have businesses, hiring those guys. There was no freaking raids.
Nope.
Right? And so what I find interesting is that there's people who live in Missouri, who live in Kansas City, who live in Iowa, who live in Kentucky, who live in Montana, who live in Texas. Now, Texas is a border state, but they should be used to this thing. If you live in fucking Mississippi, where you live in, you know what I mean? You're not a border state. In a sense, you are, but not so much. Why are you so fucking concerned about what someone else is doing, or the people that are fucking the tacos you fucking going to eat every fucking weekend, or the Taco Tuesday you want to post on the Instagram or fucking Facebook, all that shit. What are we doing?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like the thing. Like today, for me, I've never celebrated 4th of July because of the way I was raised. It's like whatever holiday.
Right.
And for me, it's like black people was not free on the 4th of July. We was slaves still.
Wasn't it Frederick Douglass?
What isn't it? Independence for us.
Wasn't it Frederick Douglass who said what's 4th of July for black people?
Yeah. So
we're still slaves.
Well, we gonna hang out and drink some shit and whatever. Like whatever. We ain't like super hyped and like if you're a pyro, you light some shit on. But you live in California, it's illegal, so you ain't getting no fireworks. So whatever. So my point that I'm trying to say really is like the black community. I know there's a lot of people that are scared and worried. We've always had a side eye to this government.
Right.
Always. We ain't never trust these motherfuckers ever. So we aren't responding the same way as some people are. We're just not. Because it's expected. We knew this was coming. That's why most of the black community did not vote for that motherfucker. You got a few stragglers that out there, a little 8% of the black women that are following whatever their black men told them to do, and the 20% of the blagger that are out there that are on this internet talking out the side of the neck. Because when they start coming for you, you ain't gonna be safe, motherfucker. You ain't gonna be safe. Remember, you're still black in America.
Exactly.
As long, I get it. You got some proximity to whiteness, but at the end of the day, if it's between you and them, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
They ain't looking for you. They ain't gonna save your ass. They'll use your ass to speak their bullshit out your mouth to make them seem like they're good.
Yep.
But people like us, like your Candace Owens out there, and your whoever the fuck's out there talking that crazy shit. But like at the core of the black community, we ain't shocked at what's happening. They always been trying to fuck people that are marginalized.
Yep.
And when Obama came into office, I know they want to call him the Great Divider. No, the only thing he did is he exposed the racism in this country.
Yep.
Full-fledged. That's all he did. He just showed you. Because you guys were just floating around with all these white presidents and Bush and fucking Clinton and whoever the fuck they was, and everything was status quo until somebody that didn't look like you
Yep.
got dark and had a name that you didn't understand. Then it was a problem. And this is where we are now. And that's what 16 years ago? This is what 16 years of racism
Yep.
frontal looks like. Because I think someone said this earlier in the live today. I think it was Dudall. They've always wanted a white America.
Yes.
Always. Don't get it twisted.
Mm-mm.
They don't like us. They'll tolerate us to a level as long as we're over there. But when we're in their spaces, it becomes a problem. When
Wait,
they become the president of America, it becomes a problem.
JP, did you just threaten DJ?
I don't know if that's. I mean, JP, you need to clarify yourself quickly. I was just going to say the same thing. He's like, your color's next. Are you saying that they're not going to stop at brown people, or are you?
No, that's facts. He's not arguing and disagree with him.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, I just want to be sure. Yeah.
Because whether he's take out the trash, I was just
Hold on.
making sure.
Wait. Whether he's saying an agreement or he's like, yeah, we coming for you next, it's not a lie.
I
Right.
didn't say it was, but it wasn't going to be on this panel.
Well, that's fine. If you feel he needs to be muted, you need to clarify. But I'm just telling
No, he said he clarified. He was just saying that black people are next. That's all.
we
They're
next.
not next. It's been happening.
Why do you think they got rid of the thing with the Haitians? Because I can just walk down the street and they can think I'm Haitian.
That's right.
If I'm in the wrong space at the wrong time, you look Haitian. Yeah, nah, motherfucker, I'm from here. Like what? Like I got that shit on me now.
Right.
Like I have my shit with me. Like they always listen. I understand a white America is getting shocked now because it's starting to fuck with you, because it's gonna fuck with you. And what's that poem like? When they come for you and then they come for us, and there's no one that's gonna come for us, and then we're just left alone. Yeah, bro, we here now.
Yes.
We here now.
You're right.
We here now. Now what are we gonna do about it? Right? That's like we've been screaming this shit for
I know.
decades. Hello.
And that was my point, DJ, is that I've been on this app for 5 years. I have never diverted from my message. I have never shied away from my directness. I have said it all along that it was going to get worse, and it was going to get worse, and it was going to get worse. And I have spoken truth to power every single time, even against leftists on this app
Yep.
who have come for me. And the truth of the matter is this is not the end. This is not the worst. Believe me when I say this. You're hearing it right now. It's going to get worse than it is right now.
It is.
And it's going to get worse. And when it does get worse, every single one of you who voted for it, when someone you love, when someone you know, when someone who works for you, when you yourself are impacted by the hatred and the violence, it is going to be in that moment that you will know that you supported the hate and the fear
Correct.
that is now perpetrated on your own doorstep. So miss me with your, you're going to be next, because it isn't next for black people. Black people have been harmed by this nation since its inception.
Yep.
And every single one of you who sat quietly and idly by, did not speak up for your neighbor, did not stand up for your brothers and sisters, did not support the women in your life or the migrant workers that have literally helped feed your families.
Exactly.
You have to own every second of it.
And when your Mima and Pa lose all their fucking shit because you motherfuckers ain't making $500K a year, and you think that the billionaires need to get the tax breaks, and it's gonna trickle down to your dumb ass, and you're getting fucked over, just remember, you voted for it. And with that, I love you, ladies.
Bye,
Let's
Tony.
get to someone else. I wanted to come up and say what's up to Jim, and I'm always listening. I'm always hearing what you're saying, and I just wanted the chat to understand, like, I've always been saying this. Welcome to being black.
Yep.
You know what's funny? When I took Mom outside today, I turned on 80s music, and I went outside on the patio, and we came back in, and it was good music. It was a variety of different groups, from Whitney Houston to Journey to, we came inside, and it was kind of like this rock band. I wish I had looked to see who it was, and she was, I just want you to know I don't like this. And the first thing I thought about was Tony rocking out and people coming into his live, because he plays a lot of 80s music, and people ask him why he's playing that music, and he's like, too bad, I like it. This is my jam. These are my
Exactly.
And I literally, and she goes, you don't like the standards. I go, no, I like the standards. I have the ability to be eclectic in my music choices, but the 80s was my time. That's when I grew up.
Absolutely. Matria.
Hi.
All right, living the nightmare like everybody else.
Well, you know, I mean, I hate to say it because I know my optimism can be irritating, but we'll get through it. We just
I said it earlier. It'll pass. This too shall pass. It might pass like a kidney stone, but it's gonna pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's great.
I just wanted to come up here and say, Jen, what you should have said to the poor lady, not this lady. I was gonna shit at you, but I decided.
I'd advise against that.
I was getting ready to respond, so I'm glad you stopped yourself because I was about to shit on you as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rile you up. I love you.
And I just ate, so there's a lot of shitta in there.
It's like not only am I fueled and ready to go, but no, I love you. It's good to see you, but I'm glad you had a pretty. I hope you had a decent day anyway. I hope everybody's had a good Friday. I just want to come up here and say hello.
I've had a very chill day. I'm happy.
Yeah. Honestly, you didn't even have all of the crazies today.
No.
I think this might be the first mistake, Diava, that I had more crazies than you did.
Oh my, that's saying something.
I gotta tell you, that's rough.
Now you feel my pain.
I had a Satanist who told me that I shouldn't. He literally told me I shouldn't shit on Satan by referring to Donald Trump as Satan.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's true. Because hell don't want him either. They're afraid he'll take over.
Most people have never even researched what Satanists are. They're actually humanists, so
They actually are. Yes.
Satanic worship.
Well, I think he was a troll because later on in the comments he was simping for Trump.
Ew.
But I thought it was funny that he came up there and he was like, "You shouldn't be that rude to Satan." Like comparing Trump to Satan, I was like, "Oh, my apologies to the satanic worshippers."
Well, it was funny because Mom, she'll often try to coax me when she wakes up from nap. She'll be like, "Can you come turn a movie on for me?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I'll come out in the living room. She goes, "I don't want to watch anything demonic though," because she likes scary movies like thrillers and stuff, right? And I said, "Well, anything would be better than the news you've been watching."
that too.
Yep, you can't watch any more parts of America. We're done.
Living with the Louds. Did you want to say something?
How about
Who let the dogs out? Sorry. Couldn't help myself on that one. Oh, there's still so many people trying to come up. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You can go ahead and drop me.
I just don't have that much time left. There's so many people. Thank you, Mitri. I love you, honey bun.
drop her like it's hot?
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Oh. Hi, Victor. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Did you vote Kamala or Trump?
Definitely.
Okay, good. W's, yay! Okay, what did you want to say?
I just came up here because I was looking over the internet today. And I saw when they passed that bill, I saw these fools dancing, and cheering, and smiling, and high-fiving each other. And I'm just looking at these people like
fucking psychos.
Empathy.
Yep.
With these people. It's disgusting.
They are.
That's
I don't understand it. And I look at this country, and I get so angry with America, period, because I feel like America, the country, has a problem with morality.
We do.
Yes.
The fact that you would even allow a 34-count convicted felon to run, you can't be a dog catcher,
right?
With that record, but you can run the country.
I couldn't have my I'm a licensed real estate person in the state of Florida, associate. I don't use it, but I am a licensed real estate agent. I would lose my real estate license. I couldn't sell fucking real estate in the state of Florida with 34 felonies.
Right. And that's the problem with our country.
Yeah.
The lack of morality, the lack of empathy. even a lack of empathy amongst the voters that voted for him.
Yes.
It's just insane. But they're gonna mess around and find out.
They are. And this bill is going to hurt more red states and people on SNAP benefits, Medicaid. And a lot of these people don't realize, they're like, well, I'm not on Medicaid. I'm on Sunshine Health in Florida. Oh, guess what? That's Medicaid. TennCare in Tennessee is Medicaid. Husky Health in Connecticut is Medicaid. Like, just because they have different names, these people don't even realize that they're going to be losing their own benefits. And then they're going to be like, oh shit. So until it affects them personally, they just don't care.
And can I just say something, Victor? When you started speaking with the picture of your dog right there, all strong and stocky, can I just tell you, your strong name and your strong voice with the picture of that dog made the best smile come on my face. That was like the greatest, because I could feel your passion and your strength, and then that beautiful pup that I know you must love so much is sitting there, and I'm like, this is what we need. We need dog lovers with the name Victor. Your name literally means
Victory. Yeah.
To see that, to feel your passion, that's what's going to get us through this. And that beautiful dog, I'm telling you, you guys, this dog's face is incredible.
It is.
And then another thing, I'm looking at this crap. I'm looking at these people. And I'm thinking to myself, and I said this to my father. Me and my father, we discuss politics a lot. I'm telling you, you see these people? These same people, I guarantee you, are going to be front row in church on Sunday.
Yep.
Talking about how much a Christian they are.
Yep. I do that all the time. I don't know if you've ever seen my live before, but I'm always like, they're in church on Sunday, like, our God is an awesome God, he reigns. Fuck the poor people. Fuck the immigrants. Fuck the poor people. I mean,
I personally like, they will know we are
Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. Yeah.
We will vote against the Medicaid. We will vote against women. We will
Vote against
the migrants. They will know we are Christians by
our vote.
And I'm also wondering, like, a lot of these people in these red states, when they lose the Medicaid and all of that, and they start shutting these hospital downs and these what they call elderly homes, and they got parents that stay there.
Oh
They
yeah.
start shutting those. When they lose their funding, they start shutting those places down.
They do.
They start willing your grandma and your mama out on the corner because she's got to go. I'm trying to figure out what do you guys think y'all gonna do?
Do you know what filial laws is?
No.
There's a here we go. Here's the background. You can read it. Filial law. There's 29 states, I believe, that have it, that you are legally responsible for your parents, for their bills, for their health care, for their well-being, by law, if they can't take care of themselves. So all these people that live in these states that have filial laws, they're not going to be able to, like, I can't afford to pay my parents' bills. I can't afford to pay my parents' health care. I can't quit my job to take care of my parents. Guess what?
Right.
You're going to be held accountable by law.
Yeah, they throw it away, and it just sucks that we gotta suffer because of their ignorance.
Yep.
That's all I want to say.
It's filial. I'll spell it in the comment section. Hold on.
FILAL.
Yep, filial. FILAL. You can read it. You are legally responsible for your parents. So all these people are like, well, I have a full-time job. I can't quit to pay, I can't quit to take care of my parents or whatever. Guess what you is? You're gonna be. You're gonna be. Didn't count on that, did they?
I'm in that state. I'm in one of them.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
one of 30 states. 30
it's
states.
30. Okay, I said 29, but it's 30. Okay. Yeah.
The state of Missouri is that one of them?
I can look real quick. I have it pulled up here, I think, because I was looking it up for somebody else the other day. Because somebody was asking me what states. I'll tell you all the states. States with filial responsibility laws. It's called filial responsibility laws.
No, Missouri's not one of them, but they'll probably change the laws so you will be, just like they did the taking care of women law.
Okay, state 2025. Here we go. I'll just read them out because since it's not that many, but
Okay.
1 second. Alaska, Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia.
Oh wow, West Virginia.
All the red states are in there included, except for Florida. Florida is not one. And most of Missouri is not. Oklahoma is not. South Carolina is not. Texas is not. Wyoming is not. All the rest of them are red states are. And these are the ones whose parents are going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be responsible for their parents.
And speaking of Alaska, did you see what that spineless, soulless lady Lisa
Murkowski?
Yeah, you see what she did?
Mm-hmm.
Talked all that crap about the bill.
Yep.
Went and took a backdoor deal, and then came back and voted for it.
Yeah, to protect her state. Fuck everybody else.
Right. That's wild.
Yep. Gross. But thank you, Victor, for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
You too.
You too.
I followed him just because of his
I did
voice
too.
dog.
I followed him too.
I want to pet that dog. Oh, more dogs.
Boxer Mom, how are you?
Running across the other side of the house.
That's okay. You made it.
I made it. Gianna, happy birthday.
Thank you, love. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm better today, living the dream, right?
As I say every day, living the nightmare like everybody else.
Right? So I've been wanting to read Jim her birthday poem.
That's why I brought you up because you
Okay.
didn't get up the other day, so I figured you might want since Jem was here, you probably had a poem for her.
Okay. Are you going to be on for like 3 minutes? Y'all are going to read too?
Yeah.
Okay. First one's legit. Just sick.
She did one for Val, so that's why I figured she'd have one for Jem.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, You ready?
Yep.
All right. To the one who lit my fire, happy birthday, Gemma. Some people walk into your life with fanfare and noise, but Gemma, you walked in with truth, no filter, no fluff, just facts so short they could cut through doubt like a butter off a hot knife. You don't argue, you deliver data. You don't debate, you lay the foundation, cite new sources, and then wait patiently while the room catches up, or doesn't. That's not your problem. You're the rare force. You're that rare force, the kind who doesn't just talk about lifting others up. You showed up with gloves on, ready to do the heavy lifting. And let's talk about heroism. Not the kind on posters, but the kind that holds a mother's hand, through the hardest seasons, that gives more love than the world ever bothers to return. The kind that stays when everything in you is tired, but you stay anyway. That's you. You're my hero. And I don't say that lightly. Because when I hesitated to put my words out into the world, you were the voice that said, do it anyway. Your voice matters. Don't wait for perfect. And somehow, that one spark you gave me set a whole wildfire in motion. So today, I celebrate you. The one who gives and gives, who knows when to hug and when to go verbal elbow. Your strength in heels, grace with boundaries, and truth in a world full of filters. Happy birthday, Gemma. You're more than a fact speaker, you're a life changer, a game shifter, and if anyone forgot, tell them I'm the reason the sun came up a little stronger today.
Thank you, love. That was beautiful.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You're welcome. I mean it.
I'm gonna need a copy of that.
Okay, I will definitely get that to you, I promise. I will.
That was sweet.
Jim, it's every bit of it. I mean, I'm not, mine's not particularly as similar, right? But I don't think people understand the level of stress you can be under, if you've not done it before yourself. So now I'm going to read the smart ass one because I think Jim needs a break from crying.
Absolutely. Go for the smart ass. I love those.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Pro-life, my ass. Welcome to the Pain Parade and Patriots. Here we go. I gotta zoom in. Freaking the glasses. Okay, let's break it down for the clapping seals and coppers. In the Facebook PhDs who repost Bible verses right after voting to start children. You call this pro-life or creating a country where it's easier to buy a bullet than a Band-Aid? You're not pro-life, you're pro-birth and pro-birth. You want babies born, but once they're here, figure it out, kid. Hope you like the big straps and malnutrition. What's next? Punching a baby in the face if it doesn't come out holding the copay? You voted to cut meals for kids while you stuck your face at campaign fundraisers with beef and lies so thick, you need a surgical team just to digest it. And guess what? When the school cafeteria closes down and those SNAP cards stop working, that's your legacy. A legacy of promise and cruelty. Let's talk about over the 700 world hospitals you just erased like they were typos and clapped. You don't just live in the healthcare desert now, you built it. Brick by brick. Bible verse by Bible verse. So when Grandpa has a heart attack in Bumfuck, Kentucky, and the nearest hospital is a Dollar General with a first aid kit and whatever, you did that. And to you smug suburban cowards who think your private insurance will save you, well, let me introduce you to the We Inject Your Premium While You're Sleeping plan, because your rates are going up faster than a right-wing conspiracy thread on Facebook. But don't you worry. That pre-existing condition you ignored, it's back, baby. And it brought friends to pack a lunch and a wheel. So, you voted to let old people run. The same old folks. This hold on just a second, Eva. Hold on a second.
Yep.
My screen is freaking went on. There. Okay. You voted to let old people run. The same old folks who raised you, voted for you, made jello for your ungrateful ass, and now getting booted out of nursing homes like they forgot to pay a cover at a MAGA bar. And you're clapping. What in the piss-stained patriotism is this? You turn the land of the free into the land of the feed, where you better Venmo Jesus if you want a shot at surviving appendicitis. You're not patriots, you're brown shirt completers with more flags than brain cells. Oh, that's true. And don't you dare say, well, I'm fine, I got a job. From now, until them hospitals close, those clinics shut down, and the jobs go with them. Because guess what, genius? Sick workers can't work. And unlike kids, don't grow up to be taxpayers. And broke parents can't buy your snake oil. So, but you stood there smug the board. You want to talk about accountability? Great. Because when we take the wheel back, we're not giving you a seat. You're going to be standing in the denial line with your little hand out, and we'll look you in the eye and say, you clap for that. Don't you remember? So no Medicaid for you, no bailout, no sympathy. You wanted the 100 things? Well, congratulations. Are we supposed to say triple, whatever? You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You are now the tribute. And while you're out there zigzagging, in the Everglades for gators and karma, with a job cleaning a porta potty at climate crisis camp, remember, you did this. You threw us in the pit because you were mad someone else might have a life even a fraction easier than yours. You didn't vote policy, you voted for spite and hate. And that shit is coming back with interest.
Yep.
So sleep tight, little patriot. And when the hurricane hits and the sirens don't go off, just remember, y'all thought that was woke. Warning system is too liberal. Enjoy the storm. We'll be rebuilding a country you're no longer welcome in.
Awesome.
That's our new independence.
I'm digging it.
Wow. I'm still stuck on when bullets are cheaper than Band-Aids. I was like, wow.
Right?
Oh, God. I don't like that.
That was great.
Thank you.
It's always great, though. You always do such a great job. So.
Now, I know I'm probably your last one, Diava. Real quick, if you don't mind, I apologize. I know you're a few minutes over, and I appreciate you giving me the time. Here's what we need to do, okay? All right. Now, we're on here every day. I don't know. We need to create like a Zoom, right? Like a Zoom call or something where we can all connect. And then what we do is we write, action plans, what each of us can do, and find out different, different resources that are needed in different places, and then tell each other about it because, you might be able to go to your state. And
We can do that. We can do that through Discord.
Okay. Yeah.
I can do lives and invite people up, and we can. It's like a big old Zoom room. You can do that, and I can do that in Discord.
Oh, okay. I mean, so we could that way we're putting community. You know what I mean? Like going out in our communities, and that kind of holds ourselves accountable just a little bit, but also knowing that we have each other, so we're strong. Where we can feel like we can go out and do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think if we even ask people, hey, if you write down 10 things in this country that you would like, write them down and let us know, right? Again, most of them are going to be the same. But the other thing is, what we need to do is we need a spreadsheet of every person that voted for this, every clip that they ever talked about it, every lie that they ever did, show their vote, and show what that vote got. And then what we could do is just put it on freaking blast. Each one of us could create like whatever TikTok or whatever social, all kinds of different social medias, and then that's what we do. All days we put out more than videos, just on that one thing.
Okay.
I don't know what y'all think about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that further, but we can definitely do that in Discord. We already have those capabilities.
Okay. The other big thing is, please, everybody, the doctors. This is on my list for important. The doctors do so much for us. Dr. Keisha, Dr. Leslie, Dr. Sharon, Dr. Tusa, Dr. Ryan when he's there. He always shows up later. Anyway, the other night they put on a master class, didn't they, Jim? And it was a good 2 hour, but they're direct resources. All right, more people are going to need these resources, and so we really need to make sure that we're there to boost those lives. So you might check. I can't remember if it's Monday and Wednesday that they do them at 8, but just check and you can register. But I really wanted to put that out there so that way, if you come across like that that caller you had on a little bit ago where the baby and the dad was taken, right?
Yes.
They are building a coalition across the state and know how to get certain resources for people. So that's why we really, we've got to just show up for these people. And Dr. Keisha takes out her.
Okay. I have to go, Boxer Mom. I have to go, Boxer Mom.
Exercises, but I don't know if we're doing it tomorrow. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Be
you.
there or be square.
All right. Love ya. Bye. All right, y'all. I got to go, but thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for the likes, the taps, the loves, the gifts. But just more importantly, thank you for being here. We're all going to need each other. I'm sorry there's a ton of people who didn't get up today, but there was just a lot of people wanting to get up. So I appreciate you, but we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. and we'll do it all over again. I love you guys. Stay safe. Be careful.
Be safe. Have a good time with
Okay.
kids.
All right. Thanks. Bye. All right, YouTube and Twitch. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to say happy 4th because we have nothing to celebrate, but have a safe night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m.